87% of realtors get into the business and get out of the business in 2 years. That doesn't exist in our world.
We have massive visions around growing our businesses, and we are always looking to add talent to our world. We do everything in our power to ensure the people we surround ourselves with defy the odds, get into production, and build massive lives for themselves.
If you are a realtor looking to get into the business, we have a blueprint for success.
With locations all across Canada, reach out to us. Let's talk about partnership and opportunities. We are looking forward to it.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Sales Beast Podcast. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It is Halloween and we're going to be going over all things goblins, jack-o'-lanterns, ghosts. We're super excited to have the amazing Nickey Calford with us. She was on the podcast before. I think maybe the first person we've ever had back twice. So thanks for joining us. You must really like the podcast, Nickey.
Absolutely. I love you guys.
Yeah. Now, before we get into Nickey's super spooky Halloween story, I just want to share a little bit about how Nickey's helping my business. Nickey is one of the best coaches I know. She works with another one of the best coaches I know, Sean Provence at Flipspace, and Nickey onboards all my agents. So for the first 12 months that they're in the business, which is the hardest part of being in the business, at least it was for me, they're in the capable hands of Nickey, and she teaches them everything from A to Z, how to put on a lockbox, how to do paperwork, and really how to build your confidence to get into production as quick as possible. They say everyone has a first year in real estate. For some people, that first year lasts 2 years. If you're with Nickey, I guarantee that first year lasts under 6 months. So if anyone's looking for someone to coach their new agents, or if anyone's new to the business, you need to reach out to Nickey because she's the best coach for new agents in the friggin' world.
Amazing.
How's that for pump?
That's huge pump up. I love it.
Now let's get into it. I know you have a crazy Halloween story. I want to hear all about it.
Yes. So the scariest clients I ever had, I met they had a sign call, and so I went and I showed them the property, and they were an older Croatian couple. Sweet. She was lovely. They had some obvious health issues, and the home that I showed them wasn't right for them. So we went to another one that I knew was on the market that would suit them. And as we're writing up the paperwork, they had their house listed with another agent that they didn't want to work with. And I was like, okay, no problem. And he wasn't sure on things. So I said, okay, you know what, before we move forward with this offer, let me just get a couple answers in from that listing to make sure your house is sold. And it was conditionally sold. Well, they didn't understand what that meant. And he threatened to, he was like, we're gonna, like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, and his wife like nudged her and said, no, like, we don't talk like that right now. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, you in the business, okay, no problem, and just kind of ignored it. So we went, they didn't get that property. I worked with them on, went to get another property. We're getting it, I got it conditionally sold, they agree on stuff. And then he decides that's not the house for them. And they were right about to firm up on the deal. And he didn't like the deal, and all of a sudden accused us of doing some shady business because it was listed with another agent in my office. And I'm brand new. I'm following everything by the book for sure. There's no shady business whatsoever. And he's livid, and I'm trying to talk him down, and it's not working. And he would call, I'd end the conversation. Okay, this is where we're at. 5 minutes later, I get the same call, and he was just escalating constantly. Finally, he's like, that's it. You're going to be dead too. And I was like, what? And I hung up. I was like, no. So I call my broker record and I give him a heads up. I'm like, this is the situation I'm in. And he's like, just block him. Like, don't, just, we'll be out of this deal. It's no problem. Just walk away. We don't need that. Thinking that I've kind of over dramatized it. And love my broker record, who is like steady Eddie, like very good on his feet and stays calm. Well, doesn't he get the phone call next? And he's threatened, this client has now threatened to put a hit on him. And it wasn't that he was going to kill us directly, that he was hiring someone. So he's technically already hired this person. He's going to kill the broker record and me. And here I am, brand new agent, like in the fetal position, scared to go outside. And my broker record was just like, no, we're not dealing with this. I don't take threats. He would hang up, get a phone call again. Finally, the broker record said, next phone call I get like this, we're happy to work with you, but next phone call where you threaten me, I'm calling the police. And so that was the end of that. We didn't hear from him again, but it was one of those stories you don't hear every day, for sure. Crazy clients.
That is nuts. So you actually had a hit on.
Yeah. So he's like, we're going to put a hit. And his wife was lovely. And like, in the first time when he was threatening the other agent, I was just like, oh yeah, people are like, they joke around about that or whatever. And she was quite like, no, we don't say that. We don't say that in front of people. No, we stopped doing that kind of thing. And I was like, okay.
Thank you very much, Nickey. That's an awesome Halloween story. For anyone looking for a realtor, this woman's obviously willing to die for her clients. Reach out to her.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more episodes with Sales Beast.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.